Hey everybody, I just want to encourage anybody out there to join Bobtail. They're like the best out there. Ever since I started, my business has been booming. My money's in the bank same day. They there when you need them, and they're just great, man. Just call them. There's no contract, no hidden fees, no minimum, no reserve. It's and its first month is free, so just call them up. All right, cool.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Trucking News. The first story that you're going to see after the amazing intro we have for you is about protecting yourself on the road, something that has been a debate topic for a very long time. Should you carry a firearm? Should you carry a wrench? Should you carry a knife? What about wasp spray? So the first story that I have for you is from CDL Life, and it is a driver charged for using wasp spray on a motorist in a road rage accident. A truck driver is facing assault charges for allegedly using insect spray as a weapon during a road rage incident in Texas. The incident occurred around 1 p.m. in Lubbock, Texas, or not Lubbock, excuse me, Laredo, Texas, as reported by the Houston Chronicle. Officers with Laredo police responded to a call for assistance at the Bob Bullock Loop and Jackman Road. When they arrived, they found the driver of a Dodge pickup rubbing his eyes. So this guy's out there just tearing up, all that kind of stuff. Allegedly, a truck driver sprayed the motorist in the face with wasp and hornet spray because he had been cut off by the driver, tried to get the driver to stop at a parking lot, was out of his truck yelling at the driver, all that kind of stuff. Driver sprays him, and that's how the cops found him. So it was. They later identified the driver as 48-year-old Daniel Eric Orchard, and officers found the can of wasp spray in his truck. Now, no one knows what the incident was about. No one knows how it all got started, except for he said, she said type situation. But this does bring up a very important debate that people have been having for a long time, and that's the handgun situation. That's drivers protecting themselves. Should drivers be allowed to carry? Most definitely. Should there be some very strict requirements involved with that? Most definitely. Because if this guy, the story reads, that he was cutting the other guy off, according to what the guy in the pickup said. Now, whether he's lying or not, who knows? But according to what he said, I think the guy went overboard. If he was cutting him off and then he sprays the dude in the face. But you also don't know the full story. Did the guy in the pickup get out? Did he brandish a weapon? Was he threatening the driver? I guess we'll never know. But it does bring up the debate. Comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Should you be able to carry a gun on the road with you? Next story that we have is from truckersnews.com, and it's about President Trump and the Dems agree that highways need work, but not on the money. Trucking's reaction to Tuesday's meeting between President Trump and congressional leaders to once again discuss infrastructure improvements may best be summed up in this now famous phrase from the 1996 movie Jerry Maguire, "Show me the money," according to David Hollis of Truckers News. While Trump and House Majority Leader Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer agreed in principle to what's needed is a big, bold $2 trillion plan to repair the nation's failing infrastructure. There's little indication that there was a meeting of the political minds on specifically how to pay for it. Here's the thing. That tells you that people know that the trucking industry exists, right? Because it seems like trucking's been forgotten. But for someone to say that we need $2 trillion to catch up, to fix the failing infrastructure in the country, where's the money been all that time before? Why are we so far in the hole that it's going to cost that much to get us out of it? You guys all know what roads around the country are beat to crap all the time. Interstate 40, for example, always construction there. What do you think should be done? Where should the money come to pay for it? I think, realistically, I think the politicians should have to chip in a little bit. maybe a little bit of a pay cut for some of those folks that have stood in front of infrastructure for a very long time. Leave your comments below. What highway do you think deserves attention immediately? Now, when we return from this sponsored break, we will have Peterbilt Watch followed by another story about an accident at a Home Depot loading dock when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Bejesus here to talk to you about me helping you help yourself. Okay? Are you short as shit? Are you under 5'2"? Do you weigh 350 damn pounds? Do you drive a truck? Wish you had a hood? I bet you do. I bet the reason you don't have one is because you can't see out the window. Well, let me tell you, your problems are over with the Long Hood Lounger from J. Clampett Investments. The Long Hood Lounger will help lift your ass so you can see through the glass. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. No more smacking your flat-billed hat on the steering wheel. No more reaching in agony for that turn signal. Get the Long Hood Lounger today, and we'll throw in not one, but two Mighty Midget Pedal Pusher 2000s. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For your investment of $19.95, you can have the Long Hood Lounger and the Mighty Midget Pedal Pusher 2000s at your door in 5 to 7 business days, plus shipping and handling. Act now. Call the number on your screen and get that long hood that you've been dreaming of, but you haven't been able to have because of your vertical challenge. All right, now the moment that you've all been waiting for. Peterbilt Watch Day 1501 or something like that, I think. Does the little guy have the truck yet? No. Does Trucker District have a working app yet? No. Is there anything else to report on that? Not really. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, according to CDL Life, a trucker lost his life in a Home Depot loading dock accident. A semi-driver lost his life yesterday shortly after dropping off a load at a New York Home Depot in what has been described as a freak accident. The incident happened at the Home Depot in Victor, New York around 4 p.m. on Wednesday the 1st. Authorities say 65-year-old driver Brian Perry had finished making his delivery to the store and was inspecting his truck when he was fatally injured and died at the scene. Police believe that Perry was underneath the trailer, making an adjustment to the rear tires when the trailer somehow shifted, leaving Perry pinned underneath. Perry was discovered by a Home Depot worker about an hour later. They say the incident has been ruled an accident. This is just a tragic accident. This was a gentleman out making a living, and unfortunately, he was pretty much in the wrong place when the trailer moved. Now, I don't understand how the trailer moved. There's no really specifics in there. But this goes to show people how dangerous this job can be when you're just inspecting your equipment, and you can have a load shift, you can have the wind move, who knows? Unfortunately, that driver lost his life, and you need to be aware of what's going on around you at all times. So for you guys that are new on the road, when you're inspecting your equipment, always think ahead. Always plan about the situation you're putting yourself into. Yes, this is just a truck and a trailer, but it is a lot of weight. A lot of weight. So it can crush you. It can pin you. It can run you over. Don't forget that.